Hey guys, it's Peter.
And Griffin here, and welcome back to MNN. For this episode, we're going to add a brand new series to our channel, which we should have done in the first place. Movie reviews.
So here's how it's going to go down. We're going to take 5 different categories that we think are important for a movie to have maximum awesomeness in.
We're going to grade the film in the following categories: characters, casting, special effects, storyline, and overall feeling.
We'll give each of these categories a score on a scale from 1 to 10. And at the end of the video, we'll take the average of all these numbers and get the final movie score. So without further ado, our review on the Magnificent Seven.
Category 1, characters.
We thought that all of the 7 characters were really well scripted. The leader of the Magnificent Seven, Sam Chisholm, was a serious character and gave a sense of authority. He also gave a massive sense of power to make everyone see he meant business.
And another member of the Magnificent Seven, Josh Faraday, definitely had a sense of humor and plenty of one-liners. He was definitely, without a doubt, also bombastic. He had a very high self-esteem for himself and wanted to make sure that he was the best of the best and nobody was going to stand in his way.
In our opinion, we thought Sam and Josh stood out the most in this movie. We thought the other 5 guys were also really great, but the most constantly angered and demanding character in the movie was the villain, Bartholomew Bogue. He definitely came in quick and wanted what he wanted. He was kinda unfair too.
So overall, in this category, we give the characters an 8.
Category 2, casting.
We thought the director of this movie, Anton
Fuqua. It's so funny.
It's always funny. I don't know why.
Okay, continue.
Did an awesome job with casting. Chris Pratt made an awesome Josh Faraday. We know Chris from many of his famous films, such as the Lego Movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Jurassic World, and of course the famous and hilarious TV show, Parks and Recreation, in which he played all of the funny characters. We were already expecting Chris to be funny in this movie, and he did not disappoint.
Did not.
He was funny throughout the entire movie while still maintaining a skilled cowboy feel.
And the same thing goes for Denzel Washington. He played a very serious role, but at the same time, he made you feel like he was born to be a cowboy.
And Peter Sarsgaard nailed his role as a villain. He did a rocking job at showing his character's personality, which was constant anger and frustration.
So overall, for this category, we give the cast members a 9 for really gelling to their characters and selling them in this movie.
Category 3, special effects.
For special effects, they used green screens, gunshots, and plenty of explosions.
They didn't use too much green screen, but they did use green screen when the cast was riding horses a couple times.
Yeah. They used plenty of gunshots considering this is a Western movie taking place in 1879. They really did focus on each gunshot to make it look as realistic as possible.
And of course they had tons and tons upon tons of explosions. And they used huge explosions to kill their enemies, which they used both on set and during editing. So overall for this category, we give the special effects an 8.
Category 4, storyline. They put in a ton of effort into making this movie as close to the original as possible.
But one of the only things that they missed was that they changed the original character names. For those of you who are fans of the original, might have been confused because of the new character names.
But in our opinion, we like the new character names because they sound more like Western characters. So overall, we give the storyline a 7, since they changed all of the original names.
And last but not least, Category 5, overall feeling.
This movie gave a great sense of realism and really made you feel like you were in the Old West.
They chose great locations for filming in both Louisiana and New Mexico.
And they really focused on the props as well, making sure they got every little detail. So overall, we give the feeling an 8.
And now, the moment that you've all been waiting for, the final overall movie score of the Magnificent Seven is...
an 8 out of 10! We thought this movie was really awesome and was definitely worth seeing that day.
So if you haven't seen this movie yet,
do it now! I think we've tortured these guys enough, Griff. That was kind of dark.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to be all for this episode. If you like what you see, then like, comment, and hopefully subscribe.
Please.
And of course, we will always take questions.
For now, I'm Peter Scribner.
And I'm Griffin Van Lent.
And this has been our review of The Magnificent Seven. See ya.